All right, so I'm outside of a 2018 Honda Civic Coupe. You'll notice the LX model does have the alloy wheels, so a lot of people like it for that. It's got a nice sporty look to it. It's got the grille finish on it, so you can see the alloy wheels a little bit up close there. This one has been tinted, obviously, so that was done here at Howdy Honda. Inside, it's going to have the two-tone interior, so this one has a black and gray interior. There also is a black and tan interior. So let's hop down in the car and I'll show you a couple things here. So I'm sitting in a manual transmission model, but if you're looking at an automatic, it's going to be the exact same. You're just going to have a shifter here. Everything in the dash layout is going to be the same. So let's walk you through a couple things and explain how things work. So over here, you've got your power window controls right here. Moving up, you do have your window controls right here. So if you can see those. Your door locks are right here, and then your mirror controls are back here. You've got a left and a right button, and then you roll on the tab to adjust it. Moving over to the dash, you will notice it right here. This is going to work with my tire pressure monitoring system, so this is going to be the alert and reset button. And then above that is my vehicle stability assist button. So what that is in the event that I go into a skid, it'll transfer power amongst the left and right wheel to whichever one has better traction. I can press and hold this to turn it off. It takes me a couple seconds for it to turn off. When it does, you'll see that come up on an orange up there. So I'm going to turn it back on so it'll turn off. Moving over to the steering wheel. So my Bluetooth controls are right here. So as far as answering a call, to hang up or go back, voice command. If I have my phone connected up, you know what I mean, it's just going to allow me to, call so-and-so, this sort of thing, and move along from there. Plus and minus are my volume controls as far as for the stereo system, and then left and right will jump between my favorite tracks, or if I have, my favorite stations, if I want to jump tracks between, whether it be USB, Bluetooth, anything like that. So that's what's going to work from here. And then source button will change between FM, AM, USB, whatever I've hooked up. So you can see it toggling over here right now when I'm switching to it. So that's what's going on there. So that's what's going on from there. Down here. Moving over to the right side is going to be my cruise control settings. If cruise main is on, so you'll see that green cruise main right there. If that is on, it means my cruise control is ready to be set. From there, I can press set to set it, cancel and resume. Pretty standard stuff as far as that goes. Now moving over to the left side here, this is where my lights are. So this car is set up with auto lights, if you can see it. There's my auto right there, and then the hashtag matches up with it. So that is what is going on right there. A little bit easier to see that way. And then on the other side is going to be my controls for my windshield wipers. That's what's going on right here. Inside the display over here, you'll notice I do have a digital layout as far as what speed I'm going, and then my tach runs around the outside of it. Up in the top, you'll notice these white lines that are right here and right here. Those will turn green or fade out to white. And that's just an interactive way to view your driving while you're on the go. If they're in the green, it means the way you're driving is going to save you as far as gas mileage goes. If it fades out to the white, it means it's going to affect it in a negative way. So over on the far right side over there, you'll notice that I do have my temperature gauge, and then on the right side I do have my gas gauge. So you can see right here, full is going to be all the way at the top, and you can see that my electronic parking brake is on right there. It says brake right there underneath my fingernail. The electronic parking brake is right here to set it. I put down on the brake and lift up to set it. To release it, push down on the brake and press down to release it. You'll feel it move, and you can actually hear it. So if I set it, let's see if you can hear it. So I don't know if you could hear that in the video, but you can definitely hear it, and you can feel it when you're in the car. So just know that that's what's going on. Brake hold. So this is set up to where if I'm in stop and go traffic and I'm in drive, I can press this button. When I come to a complete stop, it'll hold the brake for me. And I can let off without it, having to shift to park or anything like that. So it's just kind of a nice feature, and it's even available in the manual transmission. So kind of a nice feature to prevent you from rolling and things like that. Econ button. Anytime you turn this on, you'll see a green leaf come on up here. So you'll see it flashing right there. That is set up to where it improves gas mileage of the car, but it does affect a couple things. It's going to dim your AC unit, and it's going to affect the accelerator as far as how fast you'll take off and go. So be aware of that. Now down underneath here, it's actually popped open right now, see if you can see it. I've got a USB right there, and then a little bit further over there I've got a power outlet, and they've set it up to where inside down here there's actually a hole that you can run them through. So you can see the hole, and then you can see the tabs where I can connect the wires. That way the wires won't fall back through. And it's just nice because that way you can have your phone sitting in here and you don't have wires running all over the place. So that's what that is down in there. Now your stereo system in the LX model is going to be a very classic setup, right? So I've got my volume control, and then as far as radio, media, if I want to go to USB or Bluetooth, that kind of thing. My equalizer is right over here, so I can jump through and change any of the equalizer settings from there. And then my very important back button in case I'm messing with something. So turn the AC down so it's not blowing right at my phone. So that's how it's set up as far as your presets. It's pretty simple, man. Like if you have the radio on and you find a station you like, you just press and hold until you hear a beep, and then it'll list 1 right there. So now that's 1. Same thing, 2, 2. Just press it till it beeps. There you go. So simple enough and easy to understand. If you do end up using your Bluetooth when you're connected, you'll see right here above it, there'll be like a play and a pause button above the 1 and 2, and that's what you'll use, and then you can jump between tracks right there. So just be aware of that. My menu over here will allow me to jump into some general things as far as adjusting the clock and things like that. So that's what's going on right there. AC unit. So hot and cold air, how much air, and then where you want it to go. So very classic setup. And then down here it is a digital display. I know it's kind of hard to read with the sunlight, but you can see it's set to low right now, and then my fan speed, if I turn it up, it'll increase from there too. So there, you can see a little bit better now. So inside the console, I've got the standard cup set up, and then slide it, and you've got additional space back there for a little bit larger cup. So it's just kind of nice that that's what you have. And then you do have a sliding armrest that you can adjust. Back of the car, so you can get a feel for the interior. You can see the two-tone look. It's a really nice look. I like the black and tan, or ivory I should say, is what we're listing it as through Honda. So that's what the car is in a quick explanation. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. You can call 512-443-4300. That's my phone number at the dealership. You can always just comment on the YouTube video, or you can email me, the letter J, and then Fuller, J Fuller, Fuller, @howdyhonda.com. Thanks.